really hope that actually scares some people. Welcome back, guys. It's Alternative Influence Coaching, and I am your coach / your host, Terry, and I'm also the author of A Failure's Guide to Business Success, a 10-step guide for every entrepreneur. Let's make sure you see that. Very good. Very good. While you're here, I would like you to take 1 second before I start anything and just like and subscribe to this channel because I need you. And as of this taping, there's only 3 subscribers. So let's change that, can we? Okay, I trust that you've done it. All right, today we want to discuss 5 quick tips on how to keep yourself humble. All right? I know you're thinking, Terry, what do I need to be humble for? Or Terry, I'm the humblest. In which case, I know you're not. Humility is something that will keep you from being an arrogant a-hole. That's right. We cut right through the political ways to get to this and got straight to stop being an a-hole. All right? Arrogance is not a trait that you can build much on. Typically, that house of arrogance will collapse at one point or another. And the longer it takes to do so means likely the more success and money you'll make, which when that house topples over, it'll go cost you big. Okay? So, pride, there are things to be proud of, but to be proud of yourself and constantly congratulating yourself means that you're singularly focused. And that focus really changes the game. It means you don't really care about much other things and rarely anyone else. And nobody wants to be around that guy. So I'm doing this so that you can maintain friendships. Maybe get a friend. I don't know. Maybe get a spouse. I know some of you out there are trying to figure that out. Okay. Quick, right on the list right away. It's not about you. So that's where we are. It's not about you. It's about them. Right? It's about your customers. The whole goal of being an entrepreneur is to add value to the lives of your clientele. You can't do that unless you know who they are. So you need to figure out who your clients are. Find out what makes them happy, find out what problems they have, and find out a way to solve them. And as you're solving them, you're going to build a relationship with them. And you can't do any of that if you're stuck in your own head thinking that, when will I succeed? When will I be bigger? When will I can't take it anymore. That drives me nuts. So, it's not about you. Remember that. So stop making it about you. Influencers, you hear me out there. Stop making it about you. Oh man, those pictures drive me crazy. All right, number 2, there are far more important things out there than money. They're called relationships. That's right. They're called family. That's right. If you don't have a good relationship with your spouse, a good relationship with your kids, a good relationship with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your best friend, or your parents, this is going to be hard for you to have good relationships when it comes to business. You might figure it out, but you're likely faking it. Do that work, man. Get in there and fix those relationships. Reconcile that stuff. There's no reason to leave all that baggage out there, all that pain out there, and not reconcile. So get in there, do the work, get your hands dirty, fix that relationship with your mom, even if it's just coming to a mutual understanding where both of you are wrong, neither one of you are right, and it doesn't matter. Okay? Been there, done that. Can I get an amen? Okay, moving on. Hard work, number 3. This will keep you grounded. Work will keep you grounded. Out there working, not asking for a handout, not looking for a way to, I don't know, necessarily hack the system. I do like hacking the system. That's kind of my thing. Where you're figuring out a alternative approach, hence the name, to how to get from A to B. Okay? And not in a way that's looking for a freebie, though. It's not the shtick. Like, I'm not trying to steal someone's thunder, get in someone else's way by trying to cling on to their success. That's not my game. I know some people do that. There's families of rock stars, families of famous people that, or friends that are trying to sneak a pose, sneak a picture, or only really concerned about taking good pictures when they're around their famous friend, family, whatever. Okay, that's what I mean about trying to get something for free. So work will keep you humble, but remember the good thing about work is that it equals paycheck, right? It equals pay. What's great about pay is it equals play, freedom, a chance to spend more time with your family, a chance to spend more time doing your hobby, a chance to maybe get healthy, work out. I don't know, change your life, okay? So that's the good thing about work, is it actually produces something, and it's not more, well, it can be more work, but there's boundaries, and we'll talk about that in another video. All right, number 4 is don't believe your own hype. What does that mean, Terry? Tell me what that means. Well, you're going to say things like, we're excited that you're here, or that you got to do this and you got to do that, and you've got to be positive and all this other stuff. Slide that away for just a second. And just remember the other 3 things, okay? Do what you see people, successful people do. Don't do what they say. So follow what they're actually doing. And you do that, you'll see that they're building relationships, they're mentoring people, and they're educating people. So they're taking their knowledge and dumping it into them, but they're also building that relationship too. Okay? And typically, when they like something they see, they're partnering up. So they're splitting the project, even if it's not their project. They're like, listen, I'll help you do X, Y, and Z, but I want 30% of what you're doing. And I'm going to see you through this far, right? So think about those things. Like watch Shark Tank, for instance. Do what those guys are doing. There's a reason they're on that side of the presentation and not on the presentation side. Presentation side is, hey, look at all the good that we're doing in our business, right? And it is hype, 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 right? Well, what's the first thing the sharks say? All right, what's the numbers? Like, what's the real thing going on? Sometimes it takes a little while to get to the bottom. So I want you to be like those guys, the guys that are like, what's the bottom line here? And that sometimes means that you can't believe your own hype, right? It means you can't believe your own, don't get stuck only believing your own vision, your own positive image of where you want to go, this hype, this big hype thing, right? Hope this makes sense. And that you still remember the things that keep, the things that are even, the things that are always there, like your family, like how important work is, how important your health is, how important rest is, okay? That's what we mean. Lastly, to be grateful. One could say that it's should have been up top, but I think pushing your pride out of the way, getting your ego out of the way is more important than being grateful. And I don't know that you can do one without the other. Like you must push that junk away first to really think about what it is that you have. And once you think about what it is, being grateful. You know, there are a lot of people who are like, well, I don't have much. I still have to work this 9 to 5, and my book's not selling, and my gym suffering. I've lost clients. I've lost chiropractic patients. Whatever it is really easy to stay in that negative space and to not realize you're there for 3, 4, 5 days. I've been there. It is far better for you to, this takes a massive amount of discipline, and it often takes an equal amount of accountability, is to be grateful. Count your blessings. And I mean that. I mean, everything's a blessing when you think about the sun shining, breath in your lungs, any kind of food on your table, your relationship with your kids, the fact that you actually have a job, especially nowadays, right? Any money in your pocket, a car in your driveway, right? A friend to lean on. There are so many things to be grateful for. And you can even break them down to being grateful for those little strengths that you know that you have as an individual, and how you're able to use those strengths to build your business, or you're able to use those strengths to encourage someone else. Like, those are things to be grateful for also. But here's one crazy thing, even being grateful for your weaknesses. Because oftentimes in your weaknesses, you get into spots that hurt. And when you get in spots that hurt, well, like it or not, you typically learn something. You actually learn more lessons from pain than from provision. So Think about that. All right? I hope your desire is to be a humble person. I hope your desire is to affect others positively and to encourage humility. I hope you're not running around saying you're the most humble of all, or you have an issue with the word humble because you think it means weak. Yeah, you know who I know. You know who I'm talking to out there. That was really a tongue twister. Humility is not weakness. Meekness is not weakness. All right. It's important to build relationships. It is important to focus on what is actually important. Okay? Loving others, helping others, standing up for the weak, finding justice wherever you can, whether it be large or small, helping people find that justice, all right? Those are the bigger things way outside of our entrepreneurial reach that you can affect one relationship at a time. So I want you to do that. Figure it out. Hope you like this video. I'm so pumped that you're here. Like I asked you to do earlier, please like and subscribe. And if you haven't picked up the book, please do so. All right, guys. That's all for today. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you soon.